I'm currently paying off over $18,000 in student loan debt, and I want to share with you the things that I buy that are not necessities, that I don't sacrifice quality, and I still get a lot of cool stuff for like the fraction of the price at a retail store. And that is, of course, getting everything secondhand. So these are the categories that I'm going to be talking about for this video. One is toys and books, clothing, kitchen gadgets, home decor, and general organizers. My big thing that I am very tempted in shopping in, because I do have an almost 10-month-old baby, is toys. They can be a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, colorful things out there, very innovative, and it's just very tempting for me as a parent to just like, oh, that's so cool, I want to buy it for my son. But the thing is, like, one, that's not financially responsible, and two, like, there's already so much out in the world that you don't need to buy everything new. Like, that's my big thing as a first-time parent, and to any other future parents out there, you don't need to buy everything new. There are great things at secondhand stores, one, because they vet everything. So the quality of items is going to be high because, again, they want to ultimately sell them. So how you shop and how you donate really matters when you're thrifting. I'm gonna show two of my son's favorite toys that have been favorites for a couple months now. Is this wooden Fisher-Price like flip up kind of puzzle, not really a puzzle, it's more like categories of habitats and their animals. Again, he doesn't really know English that well. He doesn't understand any of this, but what he does know is that he can manipulate the flaps with his hands and he can make sounds, and he really enjoys doing that. So while this toy is geared for a older child, I can see this being in our family for a lot longer because he's enjoying it now, even at his age. And this was found when I got this at Goodwill. I think it was $3.99, and it was found in its original packaging. It works on his little fine motor skills, and he just enjoys playing with it. The other toy that I have is the Melissa and Doug Flip Fish. I believe this thing retails for about $20. Sometimes it can go on sale for $12, but again, who kind of just has that money just laying around for one toy, especially nowadays? And something that's also only going to be played with maybe for a short period of time. I was able to find this again at Goodwill for like $3.99 in perfectly good condition. Now for soft toys, I do run those through my washing machine with like the Lysol sanitizer added to the detergent, and it makes it totally fine. That's how I handle at least the plush stuff. And he enjoys the sounds that it makes. He enjoys just like flipping it, again, that pincer grasp with his finger and chewing on it, and just overall like us attacking him with it. He gets a kick out of this. And for the amount of money that we paid upfront for it, I totally say that it was worth it. And I don't feel weird that eventually when he no longer is interested in this, and same with our other children, about donating it, because we didn't spend that much money on it to begin with in the first place. So yay for this. The other aspect is like children's books. Of course, everybody knows how early literacy is so important for not only their eventual success in school, but I think just in general with, you know, life, is the importance of reading and reading to your children and having access to books. The thing is though, like board books can run between $8 and $10, and you can easily spend $100 on like brand new books. Secondhand books are a great way that I kind of handle that, and they're really easy to wipe down. It's like a classic that I was able to find for my son's Easter basket that I have been looking for months, because I'm like, I am not buying a copy. There's so many copies of this out in the world. I don't need to add to the landfill. And this is a story that I loved when I was a kid. It's a good story. Also, the illustrations are fantastic. The color, the art, just the whimsical nature of this book is fantastic. And I am really happy that we have this in our collection. And again, something that you don't need to feel pressured in buying new. Like, yeah, it can be fun to go to bookstores. Like, I like going to Barnes & Noble like anybody else, but I never really buy anything from there. I just kind of go and look around. But Because I know I can find these at Goodwill. You don't need to buy them new. Stop buying things new. So another category that I enjoy perusing around and that I can find some really great stuff for like $1, which is great. The other aspect of thrifting that I also enjoy, especially right now since my decor style has evolved from college, it's no longer like posters and prints, but I'm getting into more cottagecore style, nature inspired art, is these really pretty plates. Now my mom decorates our house with like decorative plates in our living room and it reminds me of home. So I found 2 of these that I'm planning on putting above our kitchen table. And this, I think, was probably from that strawberry girl trend a little bit ago, but I actually really like it. And I'm really excited to be able to display this because of the color. And I think it looks really cute. So I didn't have to like go out and like try to curate something for, you know, like a few $100. It's not like super good quality, you know, like I'm not gonna do that. But this is like another aspect that can be easy to like fall into the trap of buying retail because, you know, it's there and it's accessible. But something that thrifting has taught me, especially as an ADHD person, is that it really curbs impulse spending with trends. Because my desire to one, get out of debt faster and also to primarily buy everything secondhand is so much higher than my desire for like the actual object, helps that whole like impulse, like I need to get it and feeling obsessed over things. And I am really grateful for that because I know that it can be very easy to lose control when it's something you're really interested in. So I totally understand that. The other category is like kitchen gear. So while I don't have this because it's downstairs in our kitchen, like kitchen linens, all that stuff, is there's so many good quality kitchen gadgets at secondhand stores that you do not need to buy things new. Like we're talking pots and pans, we're talking silverware, we're talking like strange random gadgets that like you wouldn't pay full price, but like you also want to see how it works. You can always get those secondhand. So here are some placemats that I got last year actually. One side is like Easter themed, so we got like the cute little eggs, and then the other side is just like this nice green pattern that can be used, you know, summer and spring. And I like that it's dual purpose and that it also like was probably again like maybe $2 and I didn't have to like go out and try to find something to fit some aesthetic because that's not me, and again I don't have the money to spend on stuff like that. Organizers can oddly be something that's very expensive. Like we're talking baskets that are like $15 to $20 if not more. This basket, again, I just need it to serve a purpose of holding towels, tablecloths, napkins, placemats. I got this for $5.99 and it fits my aesthetic, but I'm not breaking the bank for it. So again, like you can find really cool decorative baskets for super cheap that again don't have to cost a ton of money. And then finally, my last category is clothing. There is so much clothing out in the world today that you do not need to buy new clothing. And it's not like the clothing at thrift stores is super like dingy or drab or whatever. You can find, I think, better quality items now in secondhand stores than you can new because everything new is basically some polyester blend, which that can be good for technical clothing. But everyday clothing doesn't necessarily need to be technical. And right now I'm trying to prioritize more natural based fibers in my clothing, cotton, wool, linen. One, because I want the comfortability, and two, when I'm no longer wearing it and when it's no longer able to be donated, it needs to go back to the earth. And I want that to be something that can eventually break down over time and return to its natural state of whatever that is. So this is again just a reminder that you don't need to be chasing trends and buying things new, because what you're looking for, I can almost guarantee, is probably at a secondhand store near you. So I would be very curious to find out, what is your like favorite thing to thrift for or look for? And also, what is your best thrift find that you have ever found and bought? It could be years ago, it could be recent, but it's something that you still cherish or use still today. I would be very curious to hear about that. I'm always just curious to find the stories behind the things that we buy. So until next one, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm hoping to continue more videos like this because we need more of a dose of what reality is and people that are more authentic online, because this is life and life isn't curated and life is not Pinterest perfect. See you next time.